Breaking news, my people. Hey, God, oh. Federal government and US sign another agreement for US to return a fresh $23.4 million Abacha loot. Hey, God. The one that they returned, the other one, we knew how that one went. Money that was allocated for the Nigerian army to buy weapons with. The money vanished. The money got relooted again, if there's any word like that. Oh my God. But I want to ask this question, oh. How much exactly did Abacha loot? Hey, Abacha don't say this country, like, how much exactly did he loot? How much exactly did he cut away? And the funny thing is, if Abacha was to be alive today, all these recovered monies that are being recovered now, maybe we might not even be able to recover them because he is alive. He could pull one or two strings and nobody would be able to call him to question. We have so many other people like that in Nigeria, not only Abacha. I know that, for example, if they call Tinubu and investigate him, the money that they are going to discover that Tinubu looted, and so many other people like that, if they call them, prosecute them, investigate them, the money that will be discovered that they looted will surpass the one that Abacha looted. May God help us. So may God help us. All these politicians, they just keep embezzling money anyhow, money that is meant for both me and you to build roads. And at the end of the day, they will say that Nigeria is broke. If Nigeria is broke, why me I no go broke? A whole country is broke. Why me I no go broke? It is really funny, the kind of country that we find ourselves. We are really suffering amidst surplus. We are suffering in a land that is rich with oil, crude oil, but the country itself and its citizens, we are still suffering just because we mismanage these funds, just because these funds, they get embezzled and they end up in just one man's pocket. Money that is supposed to benefit the whole country. Imagine. Before we go ahead with the details of today's news anyway, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell. Most importantly, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. The federal government on Tuesday signed a fresh agreement with the government of the United States of America, USA, for the repatriation of a total sum of $23.4 million that was allegedly looted by the late former military head of state, General Sani Abacha, while the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami represented FG in the ceremonial signing of the Assets Return Agreement held at the Federal Ministry of Justice headquarters in Abuja. The U.S. government was represented by its ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Beth Leonard. The AGF, Malami said decision to return the stolen loot, which he tagged as Abacha 5, was a product of a series of negotiations and meetings between Nigeria, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the UK National Crime Agency, NCA. It is worthy to note that, in line with the terms of this agreement, Mr. President had already approved the sums to be utilized for the ongoing Presidential Development Infrastructural Funds projects, namely Abuja-Kano Road, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and the second Niger Bridge under supervision of Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority. I just hope that this money does not get relooted. Money that has been looted before, because we know how the other one that was returned, we know how that one went. Till today, the money don't go. Phew. Anyway, let's continue. The president's mandate to my office is to ensure that all international recoveries are transparently invested and monitored by civil society organizations to complete these three projects within the agreed timeline, Malami stated. More details are going to be available shortly. May God help us in this country. At last, We don't want to hear. And another thing is that another thing that came to my mind as I was reading was that how are we even sure that it is all the monies that was being looted by Sani Abacha taken to US, that US is actually disclosing? The total money could be around let's say $500,000, and US would just disclose that, oh, it's just 23.4 million dollars. Like, how are we actually sure that the US is disclosing fully the total amount? This is the kind of country we find ourselves for. Politicians will carry money that are supposed to be in our system, invested in our system, invested in the people. They will take the money to other countries to develop those countries. The money have been there for quite a while now. If we calculate both interest and everything that must have been accrued all these years that Abacha took the money there, it's not small money, no be beans. That is why our naira keep depreciating daily. When you take money meant to develop this country, money meant to develop Nigeria, you take those monies, you take them to other countries. What will those countries do? Of course, they will use the money to develop their country. They will use the money to do a lot of things that we should have used that money for in Nigeria. The side of the federal government said that before now, they said they inaugurated a committee, a civil society, and those are the people that are going to oversee how the money is being spent, blah, 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 blah. I just hope, like I said earlier, I hope to God that this money does not disappear again, or that they did not use this money to award contracts. Like they said, they are going to use the money to complete Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Kano-Abuja Road, and some other projects like that. I hope that at the end of the day, this money just doesn't disappear. Instead of them awarding a contract of 90 million naira, they don't award a contract of 100 million naira. Those people in charge, you know how they do it in Nigeria. They will collect their own share, and at the end of the day, the projects that they are supposed to use that money for will just get abandoned, and nobody is going to query them because you've collected your share. Nobody can query anybody, and they will just go their own way. But let me know what you think in the comment section. I hope to God that this money gets used for the sole purpose that they said they are going to use this money for. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.